Hey guys, welcome to today's video. I have been playing with makeup and oh my goodness. I did something today, I posted something today of nothing new and it got a lot of views really fast and I thought maybe I'm onto something. I've been thinking about doing something like this for a while, but I haven't really known how to do it. Like if I had the ability, and it's not that I don't have the ability to do live, it's that I'm blind as a bat and I wouldn't be able to read anything that anybody's saying to me live, which would kind of negate being live in the first place. But I wanted to do something where you guys choose my makeup, because we all have so much makeup that we're not using, and right now there's not a lot coming out that is new. I have some videos planned of things that have gone to Sephora recently, but nothing too much that's new. So I am going to present to you some palettes and you guys get to choose what kind of look I'm going to do. I'm not going to do my lipsticks because that's just nuts. There's just too many. But I will ask you what kind of a lip. A gloss, a satin, or a matte. And monochromatic, meaning matching my blush, or tension, kind of the opposite. So let's first start with eyeshadows. I have a weird storage situation here. This is a relatively small room, I think, compared to so many people I see, even though I consider it an okay size room, it's not. So my storage are just boxes like this. And I have two boxes here. I have some more upstairs, but we're just going to do the stuff down here. And I'm going to open them up really quickly and get a piece of paper, take some notes, like your first, second, third choice. But in the comment section, tell me your first choice. I don't want all three of your choices, but I want you to, write down your choices, maybe hit pause and say which one, or maybe wait until I go through a couple of things and then decide, yeah, that one I like best. So here we go. First of all, Pat McGrath. This is the pink palette, the rose palette, the second one. This is the Tropic. I used to wear this a lot. I love this palette, Safari. And you've probably seen all these before, but I'm just reminding you. Trio Chrome, the Glam palette, the Love palette, the Bronze palette. I love this palette. In fact, this is the Gingerbread Extreme or Extra. I love the Too Faced shadows that are in these tins. The ones in the cardboard, not so much. I think they're different formulas, but they smell fantastic too. And they're great for crepey lids. And that's actually what I'm wearing now. This Soft Glam Aether Rose Quartz. This is Essence Hey LA. This is a really nice palette. These are good powders. I'm not sure where my magnifying glass is. I can't read this. Let's just say it's the Pat McGrath 6 pan. ColourPop Sweet Talk. This is really a very, very pretty palette, and these are good powders. I love this unicorn thing here, but it changes your eye's perception of what these colors are. This is a little bit more peachy than pinky. NARS. I don't remember the name, can't read it, but it's the only NARS palette I'm going to show you. I love this. This is a palette I made, a Bobbi Brown palette. Very neutral for every day. Let's do some Visearts. Warm Edit. Dark Edit. Violet Étendue. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that wrong or not. Because we're going to do these Denonas, and I cannot read them. So let's just say, I'm just going to call them something else. This is the green, the khaki. I think this is called Vintage something, but let's just, say the pinky khaki colored grayish one. This is the newest one. And hi. And that's the one where the shadow fell out. Chanel Seduction. Chanel Provocation. Fenty number 9, Rowan 1111, Charlotte Tilbury Rebel, let's just call this Quad Pat McGrath, Dior Rosewood. This is the Nude and Huda, the dark one, but I did this recently, so I don't know. I did end up getting this palette, and I did do a video that I never posted. If you're interested, let me know. Huda Gold. Tom Ford Visionaire. I did a video on this and I never used it again. And you know, I kind of feel like I have this, I have this, I have another basic one in this kind of story from Viseart. So I don't know, I'm kind of feeling like, do I need to present all of them to you? Or just maybe this one? Nude Dress, Dior. This is Holiday Dior. Soft Cashmere, Dior. Okay, I'm not going to open these because they're a pain in the bottom. These are the Petite Four, Praline, which is the brown, the Chocolate, which is warm brown, Lilies, or Lils, I'm sure in French you say something like Lils, and Framboise. I brought this out recently for a yellow eye look, but this is the Soleil. I only use the yellow, and there is plenty of more fun to have in this one. Shoo Shoo, which I have not played with since I bought it. That silver is like mercury. It's so, so pretty. And Midsummer. So I was just cleaning up and construction started right on time. And I was thinking, oh, you know what? I didn't do my Metropolis palette. I don't know how I missed it. It was in that box, but Metropolis. There's so much to do in here. If you are choosing Metropolis, if you have Metropolis and you haven't used it and you need some help in figuring it out, let me know what area you want to do. Do you want to do the blue greens, like copper row, kind of a neutral brown row, kind of khaki and gold row, and kind of goldish row? If you select this palette, just kind of let me know what zone, and back to the rest. Okay, that is the eyeshadow palettes that I'm presenting to you. Choose one, and now let's do blush. Okay, blush. I have an insane amount of blush, but I have blushes here on my table that I always turn to. So I'm not going to include the things that are on my table, and I brought up a bag of blushes that is always upstairs. This is a NARS palette, and I bought this specifically for this lavender. I love a lavender on the cheek. It doesn't look like lavender. It's so, so pretty, and I really don't use this very often, hardly at all, because it's upstairs. This is Surratt. Let's just say the red Surratt or the peach Surratt. And here's some more Surratt. These are 2 Surratt shadows that I never use because it's upstairs and I put it in this palette and I wish I hadn't, but I was going to say, but these stick, so I can't get them out, but shoot, maybe I can. Maybe I should get another one of these empty things and a couple more eyeshadows and one more blush. Yeah. I don't remember the name of this because there's no way to write the name back here because it's black. If it was white, you could write your name. Or the stickers, if you know, you could take off the stickers and then stick them back here. But let's just say kind of a mauvey Surratt. In fact, you know, this whole palette, if it's interesting, because I've never shown you these 2 colors. This is my only Charlotte Tilbury. I don't love the blushes because there's little glitter bits in them. I think it's called Ecstasy, but you could just say Charlotte Tilbury and I'll know what you mean. Smashbox, I never use this, but just lovely pinks. This I don't use either. When I was really craving eyeshadow that was kind of a pinkish tone, but a pinkish skin tone, I couldn't find what I wanted, and I ended up buying these 2 blushes from MAC, and I don't remember what they're called, but yeah, very neutral, lovely colors, the MAC blushes. I lied, I have another Charlotte Tilbury. What? Okay, this is Sex on Fire, and this is Walk of No Shame. This is my only Burberry. Again, I can't read it. I used to wear this quite a bit. It's kind of a peachy pink. This is the Buxom. We'll say it's the Buxom Peach. I think it's Mykonos. Oh, this is a Fit Me, and that's a really pretty color. A little NARS. I think I have many of these small NARS things. You get them as rewards. Again, I can't read it, but let's just say the reddish NARS. And this is Orgasm NARS. This is Chantecaille, and it's Joy. I used to wear this quite a bit. It's just a lovely pink. Just a nice shade, you know, the kind of shade where you don't have to think about anything. Okay, I got my magnifying glass and I turned on my backlight. I didn't realize it wasn't on. Hourglass. I have several small ones. This is Luminous Flush. Incandescent Electra. Kind of orangey. This is another Buxom, and it's more of a mauvey color. It's called Dolly. Now this packaging, to me, these are about the same price, I think. I think this is bigger. I like the interest here, the way it kind of moves in. It feels nice in the hand, but this is plastic, and this is not. This is gorge. And this is the By Terry. Also a little mauvey, but not as mauve, I don't think, as the Dolly. Yeah, the Dolly is has a little more berry in it. Another Hourglass Ethereal Glow. Love these. They don't make them anymore. They were not popular, but I just adore them. So this is kind of a nudish blush from Too Faced. And Peach Berry. It's really fresh. Tarte, which another neutral kind of thing, but this is more pink. It's up here. More blushes. So I have been using the Sue Q quite a bit, so I'm not going to pull that out. And I have been trying to use the Surats quite a bit, so I'm not going to pull that out. I have not used this, and honestly I regret having it. This is the only one that I kept from Wayne Goss. It's Azalea. The new Natasha Denona, which I happen to love this shade right here. The new Chanel, which I am wearing today, so, you know, maybe, maybe not. Ilia Dreamer, Nude Sticks, Sunset Strip, I think it's called. I have 3 shades in the Rare Beauty, so let's just say the light pink, the bright pink, which I used both of these in a video recently that I don't think I posted yet, and the one, I think this is called Joy, and it's really chameleon-like. It almost seems red when I swatch it, but it definitely looks peach. So light pink, bright pink, or peach. M Cosmetics, another lilac, and I think this is called Venetian Rose. This is a mini. I got this milk, and you know what? This is a very pretty color. So the milk. I cannot remember who this is. You guys, this is so freaking small I can't even read it, but it's a designer, and the packaging is very pretty vulgar, but this is actually quite pretty. Jill Stewart, I think it's Jill Stewart. It's Jill Stewart blush. The Tower 28, I hate this. Please don't choose this. I love this. I mean, okay, they're both oranges. You're like, why do you hate this? Why do you love this? I don't know why I don't like this, but I love this. In fact, let's put a little bit on. It's scary. I mean, check that out. Put it on your hand. I mean, I'm already wearing something very, very pretty from the Chanel. But used correctly, it's nothing to be scary about, in my humble opinion. Okay. Okay, so that's all the blushes I'm going to mention. I have some, as I said, right here on my table, but I go to them all the time. So I don't want to go to things that I'm always going to. So I'm not going to mention those. And again, I ask you the question, do you think I lean towards something, or there's a hole in my blush world that I haven't gotten? I know I lean pink. I do think pink is better on me than oranges when it comes to the cheeks. It's something I'm much more comfortable with, but I try to do pinks and mauves and bright pinks and neutral pinks and muted pinks, and you know, this isn't pink and the Laura Mercier isn't pink, so I feel like I try, but it's possible that I do not succeed. Okay, you guys, so I've shown you a bunch of blush colors and a bunch of eyeshadows, and the lips I'm gonna do myself. So let me know, do you want monochromatic? Do you want a little bit of tension, so it's a little bit different? Or do you want complete opposite, like the look I did the other day, the sun-kissed look, where I had the bronzy kind of goldish eye with a bright pink? Or do you want a nude? Or red? Or monochromatic? Okay, I think I've said enough. So you decide and let me know. Do you want a matte? Do you want a satin? Do you want a gloss? I don't have a lot of glosses, but I can mix stuff up if I have to. And then foundation. So I'm just looking at my foundations here. I have the Kem Kwan Balm. I have the Kem Kwan Etherealist. I do believe they are leaving Sephora because that stuff is on sale. Unfortunately, they don't have my colors. I have the La Mer. I have the Surat. I have the Bite, which I used the other day. I have the Kogan Dough, which used to be my go-to, but I don't feel like it works for me anymore. But I have the Surat for your, pleasure. I have the Click Stick from by Terry that I've used in the past month, 6 weeks. It's really beautiful, but it's a little too light. I have MAC Face and Body, I have Dior Face and Body, I have the Dior Air Nude, which is a serum foundation, which is gorgeous. It's great for summertime. And I have Chantecaille Gel, which I wore recently in a video. I don't think I've edited it yet, and I don't remember what it is. And the Chantecaille Cushion, which I loved this when I got it, but then I started trying all these other foundations and I haven't been giving it too much love. So the Chantecaille. Yeah, the Luminous Silk I did the other day, the same thing with the bronze, and the IT Cosmetics CC cream, the Lancome Skin Feels Good, which is pretty light and it really does feel good, and the Skin Love from Becca, which I wore that for almost a year. Had to buy 2 shades because their shade range really is horrible, probably why they're being closed down. But it's very pretty. It's same kind of consistency as the IT Cosmetics, but those kind of foundations I found look better as the day goes on, and by the end of the day it's like, wow, man, this looks so nice. And yeah, that's I think all I'm going to mention in that, because I've already done 500 videos on Shiseido, and I actually have another one because I bought 3 more shades, and I'm going to do face swatches so you can see what it looks like on my face, and then I'll take half off and you can see from side to side and comparisons to each other. So if you too love the Shiseidos but you're having a hard time, I have a video for you on that, but it's coming up. So we're not going to talk about Shiseidos. The Bite, the Reboot, which you've seen me wear 100 times, and I think that's about it. So there you go, you guys. Let me know. I can't wait. I hope you guys will enjoy this. And I'm really interested to see what you guys have to say. Thank you so much for spending some time with me, and yay. I think I will leave this open for maybe 5 days or so, maybe a week. I haven't decided because I know a lot of people can't watch until the weekend, so maybe I'll leave it until next Sunday. That way there's time for people to see over the weekend. I'll put together a list and I'll shoot something on Monday and put it up Wednesday. And that, my friends, is it. Ciao.